We welcome you back to our continuing coverage of the World Series of Bowling from just outside of Detroit. Our thanks to that man, Tom Strobel, and really all of his staff. Tom, the proprietor here at Thunderbolt Lanes, he and his crew have been wonderful hosts for us. While we're away, Kulik in the fourth.
Roll. Carry. Yes.
Drop and give me 10. And then leaves the 1-2-4-10 in the fifth. But was able to convert the spare. CDB in the fifth. Left the 3-10 split. But was able to pick it up. And in the sixth, she leaves the seventh, but was able to convert the spare. All even as Kulik steps up here in the sixth.
Push.
Through the nose on that one.
And how many times do we see overcompensation from a shot that goes light? The second shot to follow that is usually always a pull, and that's exactly what happened.
Come on.
It's a crazy thing what your mind does to the body when right before you let go of it, you just flinch just enough because you don't want to leave another washout, and it's just enough to make the ball go high.
Yeah, so instead she's staring down a challenging 3-6-10.
3.
And again, on tough oil patterns, tough lane conditions, it's missed spares that end up coming back to haunt players. So an even match went to 14 in one frame.
That's going high.
And high it is, big 4. She stares down now in the 7th. She was able to clean up a washout earlier. This one would be history if she can drop it.
It's only been made once in the history of television. Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Well, Carolyn Dorin-Ballard made 2 finals here at the World Series of Bowling. Today, Shark Championship and the Chameleon 2 weeks ago, and no one was more surprised than she was.
Chameleon and Shark are my least 2 favorite, that's why when I made the show, I'm like, oh my God. And I made Shark last year. It's not that I don't have high expectations, but I put it in perspective because I know the transition that the lane goes through, and sometimes it can be really good for me, sometimes it can be really bad.
Third strike of the match, but first since the second frame for Carolyn.
And like all good champions, they take advantage of openings. Her opponent goes back-to-back open frames. The Hall of Famer steps up and goes dead flush in the 7th.
Would go a long ways to wrapping up her first title of the season. Up 26, can max out at 215. Could have been a lot worse.
Boy, she looked like she just got quick and fast with that shot. Pulled it right through the nose, again leaving the 310. Immediately left the target.
Now, this World Series of Bowling has challenged everyone on television. I mean, it's endurance, it's strength, it's challenging oil patterns. I mean, never will these bowlers be tested like they have been lately. Next week, we will be live in Wichita, Kansas for the grand finale of the World Series of Bowling. It's the PBA World Championship, first major of the season. PBA Player of the Year last season, Wes Malott, looking for that elusive first major championship. Still hard to believe he hasn't won one yet. He'll go up against 2009 Viper champ Rhino Page. Also in action, the Chameleon champ this year, Bill O'Neill, taking on former auto worker Thomas Smallwood. Make sure to join us live next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Made a little adjustment, it looked like, coming off the high shot, only to leave a 4-pin. She knows the score. She knows she has to start striking to get back in this match and put some pressure on her opponent.
So Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, a 14-pin lead. The 153 as we begin the foundation frame.
Roll.
Kulik finally gets a strike. She was second at the USBC Queens. Falling to Liz Johnson, trying to avoid another runner-up finish here. Big strike for her, her 4th overall and 2nd on the left lane. Just 3 strikes for Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, 2 of them on the right lane that she is on right now.
Well, I talked about what a disadvantage I think it is to be a straight player on this Shark oil pattern because of the length of the oil. Here's her shot in the 7th. You can see that ball actually faces up to the pocket. This shot here looks to me like she missed the release point just enough to get the ball to skate, and she almost leaves the lily, which is the 5-7-10. The 5 goes late.
Ooh, not bad. Like the effort, CDB, but not when you want to have an open frame. Big 10th for Carolyn. Still just 1 strike on that left lane.
Well, we're going to give her a spare here in good count, so she's going to be 182, 181. Means Kelly Kulik would need 1 strike, or excuse me, the 1st strike, the 10th frame, in good count. Kelly Kulik is going to win the Shark Championship. She missed it?
Nope.
Wow.
I don't think she had a lot of confidence, though, about midway down. Yeah, nope, she didn't.
All right.
Needs 10 here to at least put something on Kelly, but
8, 9, 10. Kelly needs the first hit.
So 182 for Carolyn Dorin-Ballard. And she is done.
Your gut, Kelly. Go with your gut. You gotta see the ball, read it.
Last 2 efforts on the right lane, an open frame and a spare for Kelly.
What a shot. That is absolutely phenomenal.
Needs 7 to win.
Just delete it. Foster, delete it. Delete, delete, delete.
We have a winner.
Gutsy move, kiddo. Gutsy move.
How about that comeback?
Ball change in the 9th frame. Unbelievable, baby.
Since Kulik already qualified for the PBA Women's Series Showdown presented by Bowl.com by virtue of her win in the Women's World Championship, the qualifier for this event is going to be Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, the runner-up. The end of the season event will be televised on ESPN Sunday, April 18th. Never too early to start planning out your TV bowling schedule. Right, Randy?
I love it.
So Kulik takes it by 15, 197 to 182. Her second title here at the World Series of Bowling. When we come back, get set for the men's final. Michael Fagan versus Jack Jurek.